to Royal Randwick, and runners are in the yard for the the Tab Sapphire Stakes 1200. Let's go up to Darren Flindell and find out what he likes in race 10.
Thanks, Craig. Well, I've been very patient today. I've been waiting and waiting, and here she is, Tycoon Tara, going around in the last two. Okay, trials leading up to this without blinkers, but blinkers are on match day here, and I think Tycoon Tara will go to the front and take plenty of running down here from the stablemate Ravi, who looks pretty well placed to run the Quinella. Painted Firetail running on, and Artistry, she gets through the conditions best of the rest, but very keen on Tycoon Tara to win the last.
Thank you, Darren. Ron Duffy and Lizzie Jelce about to have a look at these runners parading for the last, and the Snowdens hold the key here with three top fancies, starting with Tycoon Tara.
Yeah, 175 days off, 2 trials. She's a class mare resuming. All her runs last prep were fantastic. She won the Missile first up, the Show County second up, so that form reads very well for a mare's race here.
Well, she's first up today, as you said, Ron, with 2 trials under her belt. I just think there's improvement to come. She's not completely screwed down, but her talent will take her a long way.
Number 2 is Artistry, another one for the Snowdens, Huey Bowman.
A month and a trial since winning really well first up. The second up form usually holds up and has to be right in the mix now that she's ticked that slow track box last time.
She's maintained her condition from that first up performance. I would say she's improved drastically because she's had a big, long gap in between runs and just the trial to keep her up to the mark, but she's certainly maintained it.
Victorian Visitor, Secret Agenda for Mick Price and Damien Oliver.
I thought she was very good first up at Mornington when she wasn't suited. She ran second in this race last year. She likes it soft, and I think she's going to be, she's the best value in this race by a long way.
Yeah, she's really matured since I last laid eyes on her last preparation. She's filled out nicely, got the good strong hind quarter on her that I always like to see, very relaxed as well.
Here's another Victorian, Ocean Embers.
Yeah, healthy looking. Look, she's underrated, wasn't suited back in distance in a slowly run race in the Oakley Plate. Seems to be going well.
Yeah, she was always an uneven mare when I last saw her. She's really come up in her front end, so she's very much matured now. She's at her full maturedness. She's very healthy within herself. You can see the dapples going all the way through her coat, and she's also very fit.
Another Victorian, Thames Court, David Brido, Christian Reith.
Yeah, the blinkers on today, no real excuses in the Coolmore. She's had a month freshened and back to 1,200 metres here.
Yeah, 4th up this campaign. The one thing that struck me is that she's really got fitness on her side. She's very forward in condition.
Zestful for Chris Lees, Jason Collett.
Yeah, just been struggling on wet tracks. Big improver with a little bit of firmer footing, but I still would prefer 1 or 2 grades better with the track.
Yeah, deep into her preparation, she holds her condition well. She's a lovely balanced walker. She's certainly got that fitness on her side.
Savaro, Chris Lee, Sam Clipperton.
Yeah, 5 weeks since disappointing first up. I would say she needs too much improvement.
Yeah, she's only second up today. I just prefer a few others in the yard.
Tempt me not. Tim Clark rides for James Cummings.
Yeah, she looks to have freshened up nice. Trialled well since the disappointing run first up. Hard to assess, but maps quite nicely.
Yeah, I thought she really needed the run first up, and I can see that she's really taken nice benefit from that. She's had the trial in between, so that's kept her right up to the mark. She's really bright within herself. I couldn't knock her.
Third of the Snowdens, Ravi here, Kerra McAvoy.
I think she could be a mare to follow. I think she's in for a good prep. 119 days off, 2 nice trials, up and coming. Just whether she just might need one.
She just might be a half a run short, but as the same as Tycoon Tara, her talent will take her a long way. She's just getting a little bit warm and just a little bit edgy, but overall, not too bad parade.
Hieroglyphics, A&E Cummings, Craig Williams.
I prefer her more at 1,100 than 1,200 at this level, and a tough draw to overcome, but they come out wide in that previous.
Yeah, just going through her usual process, gets quite on her toes in the yard and quite warm.
Here's Miss Rock for Robbie Lang.
I think she looks great. 3 weeks since the Galaxy run, won her only start at Randwick and back to her own 6.
Yeah, nothing wrong with how she parades. She's certainly taken an improvement from that heavy track run last start.
Okay, and Equivocal's just going through the tunnel now. Noel Mayfield, Smith and Jay Ford first up. How does she look, guys?
Oh, look, she looks really healthy and big and strong. Maybe even better with the run, but gee, she looks in tip-top shape.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. She would just take some improvement out of today.
And Painted Firetail, another one first up, who will eventually get to see when it comes out of the tunnel there. John O'Shea, Tommy Berry.
Yeah, a bit of a quiet whisper around about her. She's had 2 trials. She likes it soft, and she'll come with a big finish here.
Yeah, of the first starters, she certainly looks like she's very forward in condition.
Okay.
Lead Me Astray.
Lead Me Astray, number 16. We're just waiting for these. Lead Me Astray's already out.
Yes.
It's on the track.
Yeah, look, probably outclassed, but I must say she looked really well.
Yeah, they've managed her well because she can get on her toes. They took her out a little bit early. As Ron said, she's very healthy in her coat and certainly does look like she's made improvement from that first up run.
OK, we're going to get Lizzie's pick of the yard in a moment. I might go to Ron Dovesey and get his late mail first of all.
Late mail 3-1-2-11 for me, Greg. I like the Melbourne mare here, Secret Agenda, who was placed in this race last year. I think she sets up beautifully here, and at the odds, I'll go her way. I think Team Snowden of the danger. Tycoon Tara resumes here. Artistry with a run under her belt, and don't underestimate the ability of Ravi. 3's on top from 1, 2 and 11.
OK, let's hear from Chris Lees. He's got a couple of runners here, Nick.
Yeah, they say we saved the best for last, and I think that's the case here. Chris, let's start with Savro. A little bit of specking for her.
Yeah, look, she's probably going to find the right part of the track. She'll be ridden a little conservative and she'll come wide. She's capable of causing a bit of surprise in these type of races. She's stakes winner before, and really pleased with how she's prepared in the last couple of weeks.
You must be happy with the drying conditions for Zestful.
Yeah, both mares probably don't want it too heavy and that improving type of track. Zestful will be ridden just a little more conservative than what she was the other day. She's better if she can get a bum to follow. And if she gets that, she'll let down really well.
Hasn't Sense of Occasion been a good horse for you?
Well, he's had a really good week, hasn't he? Jeez.
He's run a place in the Doncaster and then again in the QE.
Yeah, what's on next week? I'll find another one for him.
Good luck here.
Good on you. Here's Lizzie with her pick of the yard.
Well, I'm with Miss Rock on top. I really love the way she paraded. She really has come on from that run last start in the Galaxy Stakes, so I'm happy to have her on top. There was one other I wanted to mention. That was Ocean Embers, another Victorian who just paraded in great order, really matured this preparation, got the dapples going all the way through her coat, and they're both pretty good odds.
Let's go to Glenn Munsey now from tab.com.au.
Yes, Greg, as we have a look at Lizzie's pick of the yard here for this last race, it's the Tab Sapphire here, the last on day 2 of the championships. For those people that have bet on the Nathan Berry medal, Huey Bowman has been awarded the Nathan Berry medal. I think you'll find that's his 3rd Nathan Berry medal. But the market here for the last has... as I go to the right race, I suppose that'll be easier. Ravi, the $3.70 favourite here, over Artistry at $5.50 and Tycoon Tara $5.50. So the 3 Snowden runners head the betting here for the last race. Ravi, $4.20 into $3.70 so far today. The other 2 runners, Artistry and Tycoon Tara, were both $5.50 chances when we did the preview at 9:30 this morning. Such is the hold the Snowden team have on the market here. The next pick is Secret Agenda, the 3, who's a $10 chance. Now, looking what's happening on track, Ravi, 4 at best into $3.70. Tycoon Tara, 5 out to 6. Artistry, 5 out to 6, back into 5. Secret Agenda, 10 out to 11, back into 10. Thames Court, the next line of betting there, as much as 16 about it this morning, is now 12. 9 out to 12 on track. Ocean Embers, which is the 4, was 12 this morning, now 14. On track, 12 out to 14. Painted Firetails, a $15 chance, was 16 earlier today. Zestful at 17, it was 16 earlier today. Miss Rock, Tempt Me Not at 21. Hieroglyphics 31, Unequivocal next pick at 35. But Ravi, $3.80 favourite now, just flicking out a touch over Artistry and Tycoon Tara for the last, Greg.
Thank you, Glenn, as they arrive at the start here for the 1,200 metre final event of the day. This is the Tab Sapphire, and it is a Group 2 to finish the day. So Ravi at $3.70, Artistry at $5 and Tycoon Tara at $6. This big 3 from the Snowden yard. We've got 2 resuming in Tycoon Tara and Artistry, and we've got in Tycoon Tara and Ravi, and Artistry is just coming back from that little break, a trial between runs. They hold all the keys here, Duff.
They certainly do, and I must say, they've all got their supporters as well. I expected to get here, come the last race, and they'd single one of the 3 out, but I would say all 3 runners have had support. I think Ravi is going to in for a really good winter, and if she wins here, I think they're really cooking with gas because there's still room to work with her.
What about the Victorians? They've ganged up here. There's plenty of them in town for this Group 2.
Well, they've had a good carnival so far, haven't they? They've had a field day, and I respect all of them here. I've put my money on Secret Agenda here, and I do respect Ocean Embers. I do respect Miss Rock as well. And then you've got Thames Court. They're very strong all the way through this race.
So Snowden with 3, the Victorians, Secret Agenda for Price, Ocean Embers for Shay Eden, Thames Court for David Bright Oak, and Miss Rock for Robbie Lang. John O'Shea's Painted Firetail. Wanted to give you a bit of a push for that this morning on radio, listening to John O'Shea first up today. Maybe could do something.
Yeah, they could. I think they're hoping for a bit of pressure on up front because she's a back marker who'll be finishing off. So, look, she's first up. She likes the conditions and she'll be launching on them, I'd suggest, out wide late.
Okay, full wrap-up tomorrow on Thoroughbred Weekly, not only of Winx, but also the Sydney Cup and the aftermath. I don't think they'll be able to run this Sydney Cup, Duff. I'm hearing that the Appleby pair, Polarisation and Penglai Pavilion, will both be going home on a plane on Monday. Who shot the barman? Well, he galloped for a couple of laps. Half the field went on with the race, half pulled up. I just don't see how they're going to be able to run it. Next week is a Randwick meeting, all-age stakes and Champagne. After that, I don't think the next meeting here at Randwick won't be till Anzac Day.
It's too late. I think their only option would be next week. It's a matter of just giving a ring around in the morning, just double-checking, trying to talk Godolphin into hanging around for another week and just making sure everything else is in order. But I think we'll learn more in the morning, but it's looking, like it's odds against that it won't. Odds on that it won't, I'd say.
Yes, full wrap-up tomorrow about that race, and we'll reflect on Winx. But it's amazing. 40 minutes prior to the Sydney Cup, we were just thinking, what a day. Nearly 30,000 people here, a great performance, and then the Sydney Cup, and it just put a downer on the whole day. We lost Al Moonquith, sadly. Here's the last of 10. Here's Darren.
Will be one of the last to move forward, with the big white face hieroglyphics going up to its wide alley for the last on the final day of the championships. Next week we have the running of the all-age stakes over 1,400 metres. The light is on. We're set now, ready for action in the last of the day, and they're off. And Ravi left the gates very well. So did Tempt Me Not towards the inside. And Thames Quarters right up on the speed. Secret Agenda's not too far away. Miss Rock's handy on the fence, followed by Zestful, then Lead Me Astray. Artistry's about midfield. Tycoon Tar and Ravi caught deep. Then came Ocean Embers from Painted Firetail, further back to Savaro, Unequivocal, and Hieroglyphics last of a very tightly bunched field. Tempt Me Not after the good start leads from Thames Quarter. Miss Rock is using the rails going to third. On the inside of Lead Me Astray, Secret Agenda the deepest. Further back to Tycoon Tar and Ravi tracking up behind. Midfield is Artistry and the orange cap. Painted Firetail's creeping closer as they come up to the home turn. There's only about 4 lengths covering them. Tempt Me Not in front from Thames Quarter and Secret Agenda. Miss Rock the inside with Painted Firetail, then Lead Me Astray. Further back to Artistry and Tycoon Tara. They're starting to fan. Wide out Secret Agenda moves up. Secret Agenda takes the lead from Miss Rock. Then came Artistry running on, but Secret Agenda's opened up a good lead. It's Secret Agenda clear from Artistry. Ravi late. Miss Rock still there on the far side, but Secret Agenda pushed out, wins the last. Secret Agenda a length to Miss Rock. Artistry third, then Ravi and Sapphire. Further back to Thames Court, Hieroglyphics. Further back to Unequivocal, Tempt Me Not weakened out. Then Zestful from Lead Me Astray. Painted Firetail couldn't pick up, nor Tycoon Tara and Ocean Embers.
Well done, Duff. It's called salvaging something from the wreck. It's sinking towards the bottom, and it's just got a last breath. Well done, Secret Agenda. Gee, that was stylish. That horse was just scooting over that wet track today. And Damien Oliver, 10.60 and 2.90, beats Miss Rock and Artistry.
Yeah, look, she was well set up for this race. They knew that she ran well in that last year. The track sort of played out there and into her favour come the last race, and it was a jog trot, wasn't it? And he just got her into a rhythm like Fox Play had wide no cover in that previous race. So everything fell into place for her, and she capitalised on it. She was great. The other Melbourne filly, Miss Rock, battling on well, and Artistry just kept whacking away there as well. Ravi is a horse to follow. She needed that run, and I thought her fourth was excellent.
All right, Ollie wins the last. He's with Bernie.
All right, Ollie, that's a nice way to end the day here today.
Thanks, Bernie. Yes, beer's going to taste a little bit better on the way home tonight now.
It is indeed. She's got such a dainty little face and such a big, strong booty.
She's a sweetheart, yeah, she's a real tank. Loves the soft. I think she might want to move up here. We don't get too many wet tracks in Melbourne these days, but she loves the soft here.
Haven't the Victorians had a fabulous carnival?
They have. They've done well. It's nice to share it around, and the prize money's so good up here. It's nice to be a part of it.
Sydney money tastes good, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Enjoy the win.
Thanks, Ben.
Okay, Damien Oliver coming back now on Secret Agenda. Second last year in this race, Secret Agenda behind Two Blue, and wins it this year. A plan from Mick Price has paid dividends here in the last on day 2 of the championships. 3 Secret Agenda first, 13 Miss Rock has run second, 2 Artistry in third spot. Fourth home was number 11 Ravi. Winner pays $10.60 and $2.90. Second, Miss Rock pays $4.60, $1.90 for third, number 2 Artistry. 11 fourth, and the Quinella 140.40, trifecta 1,601.90, exacta 334 even. First 4 $5,640.30. The first 4. Just going to call the quaddie up for Randwick today before we leave you and head to Toowoomba as Damien Oliver comes back to scale. The Randwick quaddie today. I can't help you. Maybe Munsey might have that figure in front. 133.50. Okay, 133.50. So you had Winks in the first leg, then you had the field out of the Sydney Cup, and then you had Fox Play in the third leg and Secret Agenda in the last leg. So all tickets were alive in the Sydney Cup. It paid on the field. No Mick Price at the moment. He's delayed coming down the front. So that's where we'll leave you from Randwick. Thanks to Ron Doversey, Lizzie, Nick, Glenn and all the team here, Darren Flindell and Richard Haynes. From Randwick, we'll return here tomorrow morning for Thoroughbred Weekly when we'll wrap up a strange day, the second day of the championships, but highlighted, of course, by the win of Winks. It's goodbye from Randwick.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed the running of the Group 2 Tab Sapphire Stakes. It was won today by Secret Agenda, ridden by Damien Oliver for trainer Mick Price. Tab is a proud, long-standing partner of the Australian Turf Club and is delighted to sponsor the Group 2 Tab Sapphire Stakes. At Tab, they love their autumn racing and bet you'll love their racing offers and specials right throughout the Autumn Carnival. Have a bet with Tab, they promise you won't forget this autumn. I'm joined on stage by Deputy Chief Operating Officer, Wagering and Media, Mr. Andrew Vuris, and ATC Director, Mr. Phil Morley. It's my pleasure to now call upon Mr. Andrew Vuris to present the trophy to Carol Walsh on behalf of the Winning Connections. And now I will call forward Mr. Phil Morley to present the trophy for the winning trainer to Linda Moran on behalf of Mick Price. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Royal Randwick, that wraps up a very special day 2 of the championships, the grand finals of Sydney Autumn Racing. And on behalf of Tab and the ATC, please again congratulate the Winning Connections of Secret Agenda.